In Creo Parametric, you can use box selection to select multiple entities with a box. Here I am in a solid part. I can use this for selecting multiple surfaces. And there's a difference between dragging from left to right and right to left. First, let me drag from the right to the left. I'll start here. I'm holding down the mouse, and I want you to take a look at the outline of the box. It consists of dashes. And so with my box dragged out this big, I'm going to let go. And let's give it a moment to calculate what should be in the selection. And in this situation, by going from the right to the left, it selected any of the different surfaces that were crossing the boundary of the box that I dragged. Let me deselect everything. I'll click on the background of the screen. And then this time I'm going to drag from the left to the right. So I'm dragging. You'll notice now I have a solid outline of a box. And when I let go, it's doing the calculations. And these are the surfaces that fell completely within the box. Now, another thing to note about this is that there is a button down here that allows you to toggle between visible surfaces or anything that is through the box that you are selecting. So let's try that again. I'm going to change the toggle on here. And now I'm going to drag from right to left. And so there it selected the different entities, and it grabbed the entities on the other side. Actually, let me try that again with the button turned on. I always have trouble telling whether it's toggled or not, but I'm going to do this again and then rotate the model so you can see the difference. So let me drag the box and let it do the thinking. And so we've got the entities, and if I rotate to the other side, you can see that the other side is not selected. But again, let me change the toggle right over here and then drag from left to right, and it selected the entities. And if I rotate, now it got the entities on the other side. So again, if I'm dragging from right to left, that's anything that crosses the box. But if I'm dragging from left to right, well, that is anything that is completely within the box. And be aware whether you have this toggled or not. And instead of using box selection, you always have the option for using lasso selection or trace selection. That is the Shift 3 key and the Shift 2 key. Okay, let's take a look at the same thing in an assembly. So here in my assembly model, I'm going to select a bunch of different entities. And with the geometry selection filter, by default, it is going to select parts. Be aware if you are in an older version of Creo Parametric, you might have to change the filter to parts. But here I am, and I'm using Creo 12 these days. I am going to drag, and I'm going to let go of my mouse. And here we have a bunch of entities selected. But this time I'm going to move my mouse over here. Let me deselect everything, and I'm going to drag. And this time I'm going to let it go over here. And so I'm letting my mouse stop sort of like in the middle or towards the bottom right-hand side of the tire. And so those are the different entities that fell completely within the box. And in the lower right, you can see the number of entities selected. Let me deselect. I'm going to start my drag about the same location, but this time I am going from the right to the left. You'll notice that the outline of the box is dashed, and I will let go. A whole bunch more entities were selected. Now we've got over 1,400 entities. So again, that was anything that was crossing the box that I selected. Another thing to note about doing box selection in assembly mode is that you have a 3D mode for box selection, which is down here. And with the 3D box select, well, the first thing that you need to do is select a plane. To make this easy for myself, I'm going to turn on my datum plane display. I currently have only one plane visible. And now I'm going to turn off the plane display. And now for my box, I am going to select a point, let go, and then pick another point. And again, it matters whether you are dragging from left to right or right to left. I will go left to right. And then you get the outline of a box with a bunch of drag handles. And so as I drag this out, this is going to end up selecting more components, more parts that are completely falling within the box as I drag it. And so there you can see those different entities. Let me deselect everything and let me rotate the model back to where I was. I'm going to try the 3D box selection again. Oops, hold on. Held down the wrong key as I was trying to drag everything. And so let me do my 3D box select. Let me turn on my plane display so I can use the same plane that I did before. Select the plane. I'm going to turn it off. You don't have to turn it off, but I'm just doing that for clarity. And now for dragging, I'm going to select a point with the left mouse button, and the box is dragging out. And then I'm going to left click again. And so here we have a preview of the box that we can use. And let me find the drag handle. There's the drag handle. And when you're dragging from the right to the left, this is anything that is crossing over that 3D box as opposed to anything that is within the box. And so using box selection, that is a quick and easy way if you are trying to select multiple different surfaces in a part or parts in an assembly.